I often get questions on the comments section of my YouTube channel about using crates. And some of the questions kind of imply that the people asking think that putting a dog in a crate is cruel and confining. Now what you see here is an adult Cavalier. She's almost 9 years old. The crate had the door open and it was sitting where she could reach it, and she just climbed right in, and she's very comfortable sleeping in the crate. She would rather sleep there than on the floor or on the furniture. Right above it is her sister, who also finds it very comfortable sleeping in the crate. She even jumped up a bit in order to get to the top crate. Cavaliers notoriously like to be high in the air. They love, like for example in furniture, if they're on a couch, they would rather go up on the top of the pillow rather than lying on the seat cushion. So why do we actually use crates? Well, there's a few reasons. Number one, the crate is a place that they enjoy being. Dogs go back to pack animals who sleep in a den setting in a confined space. That's their heritage, that's their genealogy, and it's kind of instinctive for them to want to be in a confined space and cuddle up with each other. By the way, sometimes I'll have two of them in one of these small crates, voluntarily, just because it's there. But we do use crates for training purposes. They're great for housebreaking. Right here you see our little almost 14-week-old girl, Apple. This is not a crate, but it's very similar to a crate. It's a confined space. She wiggled in there all on her own. We keep the pillow under there in case there is a dog that wants to go inside what is otherwise a table. I think Jemba here is a little jealous too. He'd like to be in there, but I don't think he fits. He's getting too big now. So Apple has been crate trained, and she's still in the crate training process, but as long as I'm here to supervise her, I can give her some degree of freedom to walk around in the family area of the house. But when she's tired, she's going to go into either a crate or under this table to cuddle up. Crate training is a very effective way of housebreaking a puppy. I hear lots of people who are trying to train their puppy and they wind up with accidents with puppies peeing and pooping all around the house and asking what can they do and how can they prevent that. And very easily you can prevent it by using a crate as long as you're around to let the puppy out when he or she needs to go out. That's all. Very simple. You don't put a puppy in a crate and then leave the house for 6 hours. That would be cruel. But we don't do that. And also, with any dog that is not fully mature, like Apple, like Jemba, and like some of the other dogs that we have, even Bootsy occasionally, if we want to go out of the house and leave the dogs on their own, we want to keep them safe. Puppies especially are notorious for doing things like chewing electrical wires, which can really hurt them severely, or eating things they should not eat, things that can be poisonous. I've heard several stories about dogs that were left loose. The owners were not home. They got into something that poisoned them, and they start to develop signs of organ failure and come close to dying. And of course, with some very urgent veterinary intervention, they can be saved, but it's not without a lot of suffering on the part of the dog, not to mention a very large vet bill. So for the dog's own safety, when we're not here with them, we will put any dog that can't be 100% fully trusted not to get into trouble into a crate. Good girl. So that's the story with crate training. If you have a puppy or even an older dog, you should get an appropriately sized crate. You'll notice we even have crates which are part of our furniture. They're end tables for the living area. But they have a little door that can be closed and can be latched so that the dog or young puppy is safely contained inside of it. And there's plenty of room. This particular one has lots and lots of room for a dog the size of a Cavalier. And it's well ventilated. And if you have any other questions about the use of crates, please feel free to leave a comment for me. And otherwise, that will be it for today.